enthusiasm, get that laughter going. First comedian, he's fantastic. Give it up for Mr. Mike Hart, everybody!
Thanks, Brian. I love having to follow the only person here that's ever been paid to do stand-up. That's a good way to start. Well, I seem to have given myself a bit of a limp this weekend. The easiest way to explain what happened is, well, I quit drinking not too long ago, but it seems I sprained my ankle falling off the wagon. I'll leave it at that. You guys can fill in the details. But no, I've been pretty good about staying away from the booze. One of the things I don't like about sobriety, though, is buying non-alcoholic beer. You know, going through the checkout line with the six-pack of O'Doul's, you've got, I don't know, you got the scarlet letter on you. You got the red A for alcoholic. It's a stigma. And people give you looks, you know? They're like, uh-oh, what'd you do? Someone got a DUI. Like, man, I'll bet you've had some rough mornings, buddy. I can just tell now you're buying duels. Or sometimes you get the guys that want to be supportive, you know, they kind of look to make eye contact with you, and they're like, hey, keep on singing your song, brother. And I'm like, rock on. It's weird drinking non-alcoholic beer because some of your old habits kind of die hard. Like, you know, I'll be out with friends and they're like, hey, we're going somewhere else. And I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, give me a minute. I gotta finish my. It doesn't fucking matter. You know, the worst thing about drinking non-alcoholic beer is it tastes like beer. And I know that sounds like sacrilege. Believe me, I hear you. Like, I used to love drinking beer, but the reality is, you don't like the taste of beer. You like the alcohol in it. I know all you craft beer lovers are like up in arms right now. You know, you're like, oh no, I got my Belgian porter with the 3 different types of hops, and you know, I'm like, no. If you tolerate the taste of that, you dislike it a little bit less. But if it didn't have the alcohol in it, you wouldn't go near it. You wouldn't drink it if it was being served out of Sophia Margera's tits, okay? And I'm sorry. Unless you were an alcoholic, in which case that would be a pretty sweet deal. But, you know, another thing I don't like about sobriety is it's completely killed my love life. I know that sounds terrible, but you know, like for me, drinking and sex were completely inseparable. You know, safe sex just meant using a coaster. And now I don't know what to do. You know, if I'm with a girl who wants to drink, and she's like, "Oh, are you gonna have one?" It's just kind of creepy not to. You know, like, no, but you go right ahead. Have a few more. Let your inhibitions slowly melt away as I gain the mental upper hand over you. You know, it just doesn't work. Anyway, you know, I'll tell you guys a story. It's you know, going back to probably a couple of years before I started drinking even, you know, I was like 10 or 11. And yeah, I was going out to dinner with my parents and another couple they were friends with. And it was, you know, a busy Saturday night at this restaurant. This was not what I'd call a family restaurant by any means. I was in the men's room and there was a vending machine there. And yeah, you had a few different assorted adult items there, you know, like condoms and cologne. And there are these like horny goat pills. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. There's like a cartoon drawing of a goat on them, and he's like checking out the female goat's ass. And I guess the idea is these pills make you horny. And I don't get it. Like, I understand Viagra, that's for people, like a guy who wants an erection, we can't get one. I don't understand horny pills. Like, that's for people who don't want to have sex, but they wish they wanted to have sex. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, these things didn't interest me. I was at that age, but I did see, what I thought at the time was a Halloween mask. So I thought, I'd impress my dad's friend. It was his old college roommate, Lloyd, and I wanted to show Lloyd what a great sense of humor I had. So I bought the mask and put it on. It was one of those masks with like a rubber band in the back. You just kind of pull it over the front, covers your face, or in this case, just covered the mouth. And it was like a flesh-colored piece, and I determined, like, well, this looks like a really weird-looking monster's mouth. Maybe like he had burned lips or something. So I was going to be Burned Lips Man, and I was going to make everyone, laugh. So Burned Lips Man went back to the table through the whole restaurant, and the reception he got was not what he expected. And then it was years later, like it just occurred to me out of the blue. I was like sitting on the couch, like, oh shit. I was wearing a plastic vagina on my mouth. So, my mom, my poor mother, she was so ashamed and humiliated. She just like disappeared into her chair. Like she didn't even know. Like she couldn't even deal with this. She was just gone from the situation. And my dad just snatched her off. No pun intended. I accidentally came up with that earlier. And then finally, Lloyd got some laughs out of this. Because he thought it was so funny how I humiliated my dad. And he was like, takes after his old man. And I guess that kind of sums it up for me. My experience with that part of the female anatomy started there, and apparently it ended with sobriety, which sucks. Thanks for listening, guys.